Welcome to the Emerging Lawyer series at the Coffee Conversation Show powered by the Emerging India Forum TIF and a tech partner Prime Infotech Solution. Theme is From Petitions to Partnerships, a litigator's playbook. We have with us Rohit Jolly, partner at Hammurabi and Solomon Partners. From shaping pre-litigation strategy for marquee real estate battles to steering insolvency showdowns before the Supreme Court, Rohit's docket spans commercial clashes, white-collar crime, and consumer wars. With time logged at LLN Partners, Agarwal Law Associates, and now Hemming HNS Dispute Desk, he is known for calm precision, courtroom agility, and a knack for seeing the moves ahead. Rohit has been a litigator over 13 years, turning high stakes disputes into measured victories. Let's talk tactics, tenacity, and the human side of life in the trenches. So, welcome, Rohit, to today's coffee conversation.
Thank you so much, sir, for having me on this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
thank
let me explain you the flow and the format. There are three rounds: professional journey, personal
Mm.
journey, and a surprise, the rapid fire. The fun round where you will be in the hot seat and you will get this book, which will autographed. But आपको इसको जीतना है and you have to be witty, fun, and quick in.
Yes, sir. My name is only Jolly, sir.
तो हमारे को होस्ट भी है, उसका नेम जॉली सिंह है. ओके, वो अलग स्टोरी अपन पूछेंगे कि आपका जॉली, उसका
Yeah,
नेम जॉली कैसा हुआ.
yeah,
चलो, लेट्स बिगिन.
yeah.
Friends, I'm Amir Virani, host at Coffee Conversation and legal tech evangelist at Prime Infotech Solution, author of 15 books. We help law firms, corporate legal, startups, and SMEs with world-class technology, software licensing, and tech trading solutions. So my first question, Rohit, how was the journey shaped up and what were the key defining moments?
I'll just go from the beginning of my legal journey. I started my profession at Agarwal Law Associates and with Mr. Mahesh Agarwal. So as soon as I joined, I was involved in the most high stakes litigation. So as to the intricacies of drafting and the amount of high stakes matter, you just got to learn the handling the pressure and doing it in a time bound manner. So that was the first of my learning curves, if you can say so. After my stint at ALA for 5 years, then I had joined Luthra and Luthra. So there I had learned the difficulties of working under pressure, and I also learned the need for effective communication with the clients. So LNL, when working with Mr. Vijay Sundi, had taught me to how to work under pressure, assess the client's demands, and open a effective communication channel. Subsequently, I am with this firm, Hammurabi and Solomon Partners, where recently last year I had been promoted to partnership also, which have added more responsibilities, but I am enjoying it more also. I would really like to mention my mentor here, Ms. Shweta Bharti, who has been very clinical in not only guiding me through the execution work, but opening me to the avenues of business development, other thought leadership, and other opportunities that I was not delving upon earlier. So this has been a welcome change and has opened the horizons to the next level.
Beautiful, Rohit.
Yeah.
So, Rohit, how do you build a winning litigation roadmap before the first petition is even filed?
So, um, coming on to the building a litigation roadmap, see, you have to be proactive than reactive. To be on, you have to take a broader view. You have to see the all possible outcomes before heading into litigation. And if you think that through a ADR mechanism or a mediation, the matter can be resolved, then you should not proceed with the litigation. But having said that, when your client wants to go into litigation, you have to wider your horizon, examine the all possible outcomes. Uh, what do you call? Then you have to get on with the preparation, deep diving into documents, legal uh, applicability, gathering of information, law preparation, preparation, and preparation is a must. But uh, but you have to align those with your client's interests also.
Very good. So, Rohit, real estate disputes can drag for years and years.
Yes.
What systemic change would shorten timelines without hurting due process?
See, in a country like ours, real estate disputes drag on for years because there are multiple lineage and incomplete document that you are not able to procure. So it is a different scenario. So having said that, there are other tribunals also that have shortened some of the real estate litigation. For example, RERA, but this is only those only handle certain kind of disputes. So one
Mm.
effective mechanism that I see going forward is that has been introduced across other kinds of litigation also is mediation. So because that will might result in reducing the litigation and finding a pre-litigation resolution. Mediation in commercial disputes is a must. Now it is being introduced in insolvency also. So that is something that we should look at.
Wow, beautiful. Okay. My next question is related, adding to the conversation of real estate cases. How do you decide between NCLT, RERA, NCDRC, or writ jurisdiction or mediation for a real estate client?
See, mainly that I have been deciding on in my my career is between RERA or NCDRC because I have been handling a lot of real estate consumer disputes also. So
Mhm.
it depends on fact to fact basics. If RERA is seems to be a faster solution these days, though consumer commission was also supposed to be a summary forum, but we have seen the matters being dragged on for years. If we have any dispute against the builder regarding the timing of the project or delay in the project, we generally tend to approach RERA. And in case of deficiency in service regarding some of the amenities, NCDRC is a more preferred option. These are the major two forums where you approach. NCLT, you are generally approached where there are consolidated home buyers looking to where again planning to move against a builder, but a single home buyer is not a preferred option in NCLT. Writ jurisdiction is very limited, but it comes handy in cases where you have to take action against a government authority who regarding granting of OC or any illegal action that is being taken against you. So there is no one fixed formula for all. So, but that has been the my uh, way forward for this matter.
Ah, beautiful. So, Rohit, which single IBC president of the last 5 years
Hmm.
has most altered your approach to insolvency battles and why?
One of the recent, not very recent, but recent is the NCLAT judgment in Pooja Bahari case, which was upheld in Supreme Court. That deals with the Anuj Jain case also. So that talks about the uh, carrying out activities in the during the course of business, and your financial affairs should be interpreted very narrowly because you cannot include financial any financial affairs to be kept like that. Second, what it talks about is your composite applications for different kind of avoidance transaction. For example, preferential transactions, um, undervalued transactions. So what in CLAT in Puja Bari held that you can file one composite application for all those transactions. Having said so, it has to be under distinct heads, and each every head has to be explained individually, and separate evidence has to be induced. So it gave a pragmatic approach, and it improved the procedural economy of the RP or whoever is moving that application. So it has made it easier to advise clients and improve the proficiency regarding that.
Wow. So, Rohit, when corporate crime allegations surface, what's the first 48-hour checklist you run through with your clients?
In any corporate crime, the first 40 years are absolutely crucial. So first you have to make sure that the client you're advising is does not conduct any further um, misdeed. Then you secure the information. Then you gather intel and do your own internal investigation. Then you verify the allegations that have been made against you, and then the whole process of uh, conducting your own due diligence, the legal principles, studying of the documents. So that is how we deal. But the first 48 hours are very crucial in that
Wow, beautiful.
to secure the client's interest in all possible ways.
So, Rohit, have you ever advised a client not to litigate?
Multiple times at multiple stages. So you have to see two things. You have to see the client's commercial aspect also. So there have been instances where the recovery would be equivalent to the legal fees. So in those situations, pre-litigation, we also advise. And
Mhm.
one example I'll give you, when I was at Luther and Luther at that time, there was a litigation with respect to real estate. It went up to Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court appointed a mediator. High profile litigation, multiple parties involved. It was settled within 6 mediations. So sometimes the mediation commercial interests have to be looked upon. So, and that's how you build clients trust also, when you advise them correctly.
Beautiful. So, Rohit, are AI powered research tools really shaving off hours of preparation, or is it hype ahead of reality?
Actually, it's a bit of both. At any stage, human uh, intervention is required. Though there is no doubt that AI reduces your work. It goes through the documents and finds the correct thing for you. I had recently come across an AI tool that, for example, list of dates. It gives you four types of list of dates. If you want short, like comprehensive, any specific issue-wise list of dates. So it is definitely reducing the time and effort, but it has to be monitored and humans intervention, because it cannot uh, uh, consider the case to case of every matter. So it consider whatever is feeded into it. But having said that, it can assist you very well in reducing the additional and clerical work that you are doing. So it is a long way to go now.
Wow. So, Rohit, I'm dividing this question in two parts. How was the shift from senior associate to partner um, uh, has brought any work role change, and how is there any change in the your leadership role also?
Uh, yes, absolutely. Being a partner means more work actually and more responsibilities. So, in addition to the execution work, you are now more involved with the business development, client meetings, leadership work, other decisions that the firm requires to take. But you tend to uh, feed off your associates work. Now you give them, strategize them. And for example, billing wise also, if I may say, the quality and has been more important now than the quantity now,
Wow,
because
beautiful.
you manage everything. So you are there, you are involved in the client meeting, you are there, everything, you are part of execution also, but oh, at the larger scheme of things rather than in every smaller scheme of things.
Beautiful. Okay. So, Rohit, who has influenced you professionally and personally, and what are the key learnings?
Professionally and personally, I think I might have the same answer. I come from a family of lawyers. My dad was a lawyer. So
Oh.
the doing law came very instinctive to me, and it seemed the most easiest option to me when I was in school. So he was kind of my role model. I looked up to him. That's why I did my law, and I hope I make him proud someday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Rohit, if you could rewrite one procedural rule to make Indian commercial litigation globally competitive, which would it be?
See, there are a lot of rules that needs to be rewrote or the new rules to be introduced. But see, the our litigation system is uh, the population because of the pendency and everything. So to make it with the global system, I wouldn't like to introduce a judge-led management system because there are a lot of application dates being sought. Judges want to hear the matter, but a lot of my colleagues, if I may say, seem not to be arguing. So where it has to be in a form where like arbitrations are fixed dates of completion of pleadings has to be adhered, and the judge led management system will help in that, reducing the delays, the number of judgments being taken, the applications being filed. So I think it might help, but it might be only 5% of what can be contributed to the improvement and matching it to the national international standards.
Wow. So, my last one, what advice would you give to young lawyers wanting to enter the field of litigation?
I was a late bloomer learning that, but there is you have to work hard. You have to work hard. There is no second, and everyone has their own success story. So don't try to be like someone or copy theirs, because even I have a, like I've said, I have a family of lawyers. So the success mantra of me and my brother would be completely different.
Mm,
So that is like you have to follow your own path. Don't follow anyone. Just look up to people, but everyone has their own success formula. So just keep at it, and I'm sure it will pay off.
beautiful. So, let's go to next round and
Yes.
understand Rohit as a person. Briefly, you have talked about, tell us about your family and your formative years.
I was born and brought up in Delhi. I did my schooling from Don Bosco, did my law from Amity Law School. My father was a lawyer, my brothers are lawyers. So that is that I was saying the doing law came very instinctively, and I looked up to my dad. So have been a Delhi person all along, I guess.
Wow. So, after a marathon court hearing, how do you unwind and de stress yourself?
I don't know if I'm able to. I should tell that, but I think it has changed from my younger days to now. Now, spending my time with my family would be the most ideal time to re-energize myself, or maybe sometime if there's a break, a short vacation.
Wow, beautiful. So, any hobby that surprises colleagues when they discover it?
It is still not a hobby, but I have started exercising recently, maybe for the past 3 to 6 months. So
Okay.
that has surprised some of my colleagues. So, but because I was never a gym or exercise guy.
Wow. Suppose you had a week away from filings.
Yeah.
What would you like to do and why?
Any vacation is good though, in my opinion. But I am more of a city person. So any city food trail, interacting with different people of different diversity, nationalities, meeting new people, trying new cuisines. So I think that would be my most ideal vacation.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, have you been on what do you say, uh, walk tours and house experience?
So sorry, I didn't get that.
Have you ever been, like, I have been on several walk tours, like heritage walk tours. I've been on water
I
walk. I've been on art gallery walk tours. The
yeah,
list goes on.
I have been on food walking tours. That is the one, and if I could say so, I've been in pub crawls much earlier. So
Wow. I also been on a food walk during Ramzan time.
yeah,
So
the
beautifully
Jama Masjid
discovering.
food walk is amazing though.
Wow. Interesting. So you should go for more walks. You will
Yeah.
discover the place, the city. It's the best way. My recommendation will be, if you want to discover a city,
Yeah.
Go for the walks. I'd been to Chennai two
Okay.
years back. I went for a couple of walks. Saint Fort, Marina
Hmm.
Beach, Swami Vivekanand Center. Then I've been to Mahabalipuram,
Okay.
temple, churches. So with a tour guide, you're able to discover and yeah, enjoy and know more about that place.
For
And
my next
that's
vacation, I'll do that only.
yeah. So you have to plan out because you said you want to go to cities.
Yeah.
So every city now there are ye khaki tours,
Hmm.
or there are companies who arrange for walks. Like my coffee speaker from Ahmedabad,
Hmm.
she went for museum walks.
Okay.
So yes, now this concept of walk tours has well established in cities.
Yeah. Weather permitting in India though, but yeah.
Yeah, international the both hai.
Yeah.
India maybe it's picking up. So I'm going to my heritage place,
Acha.
a walk tour organized by Asiatic Society.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
ये हमारा एक monumental place है. I want to know कि how they're sharing that history.
That would be interesting, I guess.
Yeah, so I want to know from their viewpoint how
Yeah.
they're sharing historical, the architecture and everything. Because I go there every Thursday. Let me see now
Yeah.
what they're sharing in their Asiatic Society does beautiful walks. And okay. So Rohit, if your friends had to describe you in 3 words, what would it be?
Uh, 3 words. Can I make it one line if it works for
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
I'm
Okay, yes.
would call myself funny, innovative, and I get the job done.
Wow. Beautiful. So, Rohit, what are your plans for 2025, personally and professionally? Now, professionally, you become a partner, but there will
Okay.
be some goals.
See, uh, now the goals are changed from executing to taking, working with the firm and taking the firm to greater heights, and you start even growing more with them. So this has been in my mind, and it will be a perfect opportunity to thank my firm also, who has given me a lot of opportunities and shown trust at me and faith in me by making me a partner. So this is one of my professional goal that you can say for 2025.
Beautiful. Okay. My last one is a googly one.
Hmm.
Describe Rohit in one line.
I think I have this already described Rohit in one line, being
That
funny
was
and
from the friend's viewpoint.
from a
No,
friend's.
from your viewpoint.
Oh, I got confused. So that was from my viewpoint only, but
So
I
friends को पूछना पड़ेगा फिर.
no,
I'll do it now KBC round.
no, but
See, I'm thinking of something like that. Okay,
coming
calling a
from
friend.
coming from a friend's point of view would be I'm a yaro ka yar, if you can say that. They can depend on me at any time. So yeah,
Beautiful.
I'm a 4
Okay.
a.m. friend. So yeah.
Wow. That's beautiful to know. Okay, let's go to the next round, the rapid fire, and put you in
Hmm.
the hot seat.
Yep.
Your go-to comfort food.
Biryani.
Wow. Your favorite color.
If you can call it a color, white.
अच्छा अपन दोनों white ही पहने हुए. Okay. Drafting at dawn or night owl revisions.
Night owl revisions.
Cross-examination thrill or closing argument flourish.
Closing argument flourish.
Wow. A mantra you live by.
Um, be happy and keep everyone happy.
Your dream travel place.
Bora Bora Island.
Wow. Okay. Sorry. Supreme Court canteen chai or artisan pour over coffee.
Pour over coffee.
क्या बात है. So let's listen to it.
Cheers.
Hmm. So you did well, and here's your book, Legal Order
Thank you, man.
101, which will be autographed and sent to you. So
Thank
friends,
you.
It was a lovely conversation on a Saturday evening. Rohit is a litigator's playbook, especially for the real estate litigation cases, where he has shared the insights, whether to litigate, not to litigate, and which forum to go for. That is what our coffee speakers are very forthcoming, and we wish him the best in his new role, being the partner from a senior associate. Now he's a partner, and many more achievements professionally, personally. So this is what a coffee speaker inspires. Watch, subscribe to the Coffee Corner Show with over 450 episodes from different walks and fields. And if you want to be featured like Rohit, visit our website, the Emerging India Forum or LinkedIn page, and our team will invite you to have coffee conversation. So stay safe, enjoy your Sunday, and we meet on Monday with another coffee speaker. Thank
Thank
you.
you.